Hello guys, today we're going to be doing another video on Elden Ring using the RTX 3080 this time. We're running a Ryzen 5900X with 64 gigs of RAM running at 3200 MHz. I've already uploaded the RTX 3060 Ti video, so if you missed that one, you can go ahead and check it out. Okay, now we're in the main area of the map. Well, I don't know if it's the main area, this is the starting area. Let's just call it. If we can light this up. Let's place this one. Yeah. Now let's go to the right, like we were before. GPro is sitting at 40 to 50% usage, which is I think with the 3060 Ti we were sitting at 66% usage, 65% usage at 1080p on the high settings. So I mean the graphics card is it's relaxed pretty much. It's not even 49%, 40%, 39%. Wow, that's the lowest I've seen it. I will be putting on screen the hypothetical FPS you could be getting if the FPS was the game feels way better with the controller, that's for sure. The actual fighting mechanics feel really smooth with the controller. With keyboard and mouse, there was like a delay, it felt like, between me attacking and it going through. This feels very fluid. And honestly, this feels smoother than the 3060 Ti. Okay, as soon as I say that, we get an FPS drop. But this does feel a lot smoother than the 3060 Ti setup that I did. In that video, we were getting FPS drops every, we had like 4 drops in 3 minutes. It was crazy. And then there was a time where we had 2 drops in 10 seconds. So it's very inconsistent, but it happens quite often. Okay, we're running the game at 4K, 1080p at maximum settings. GPU sitting at 40% indoors, which is, a lot less straining. CPU sitting at pretty much 10 to 20% usage, so pretty much using what, 2 cores, 2 to 4 cores. Okay. This honestly runs a lot smoother than the 3060 Ti, and we haven't had an FPS drop yet in this preset, which is nice to see. But I got a feeling, oh, okay, that's I should lock on, huh? Bang, nice. Yeah, the game feels pretty smooth so far. This is interesting. Maybe the CPU was causing a bunch of the FPS drop. This is not happening right now. Oh, there it is. There's the FPS drop. Drop to 42 FPS. I guess it's just random. Hello. Oh, that was a really bad drop. That awful. And again, I did mention this in the other video, but I'll mention it again. In other games, oh, big drop again. In other games where, we'll just use Dying Light 2 as an example. In that game is very hard to run, even on the 3080. And there was times where you would have dips into the 50s without DLSS. But the game felt playable. The game felt still very smooth and very consistent. So if you didn't have the frame rate counter on, you wouldn't be able to tell that you're getting FPS drops. In this game, you fall 2 FPS or 3 FPS below 60, or you get any sort of FPS dips, you're gonna feel it. The game freezes for a second, and you get a bunch of microstutters. RAM usage is sitting at 4.4. No worries there. We've got 10 gigs. Normal RAM usage is sitting at 15 gigabytes. I've got nothing running in the background, by the way. I've got Steam running, and I've got the overlay and MSI Afterburner and all that. Other than that, there's nothing else running. So we're sitting at 15 gigabytes of usage. So you probably want to have, I'm running 64 gigs, but having 32 gigabytes will be fine. Okay. So far so good. Now GPU usage has bumped up to 65. Where are you going? That was a lot more intensive. Gonna go ahead and jump attack. Oh yeah. Now I've got to say, this is okay. Oh my, I'm dead. Play the game. But we do get the same drop still, but it's not as consistent, and it's not happening as often. Oh, there it is. So yeah, the FPS drops will happen, just not as consistent. As soon as I say that, it just we get 2 drops immediately. Jump. Okay. What's this? Golden Rune. Nice. Now I remember running to the edge of the map would also cause us to get FPS drops, so I'm gonna come over here just to see if we get that. Yep, there it is. 42 FPS. Same spot. Okay, we're gonna be running the game at maximum settings at 1440p. I've turned off motion blur like always, and let's jump into it. There's definitely a big difference that I can tell from the high settings to maximum. Maximum looks way better. Jump attack. No, they're gonna grab me again. Man, this card is crushing it. 60% usage, even at 1440p at max settings. We can definitely play this game at 4K 60. Just to see if it was a one-time thing, lagging there, or a consistent lag. So let's go ahead and take a look. The waterfall. Yeah, same spot again, 49 FPS. But to be fair, it's not as often. It's not happening too often, so I think it's fine. GPU sitting at 90%. We jumped from what, 60 to 70% to 90%, and at times we're actually maxing out the GPU. That's interesting. So there was a 30% drop. Okay, no, we're jumping back to the 80s, 70s. Jump. Yeah, that's just not fair. There is the big drop. We just got it. 47 FPS. Here we go. I died. Let's try this again. Oh, that was a really big drop. I mean, I keep going back and forth. I keep thinking maybe it's the... Again, another drop. Another drop. 3 drops in a row. I keep going like back and forth, thinking maybe it's the CPU for the weaker CPU versus a stronger CPU. So it's not happening as often. Then it starts happening super often. Look at that. Another one. Yeah, I don't know. It's so inconsistent. The FPS drops, like there's times where we get 4 in like 20 seconds, and then there's times where we get like none. Here's maxed out, but we're holding 60. Very nice. We do get some dips to the high 50s. This time I didn't feel the FPS drop, whereas normally you would feel the FPS drop. Right here I didn't feel the 2 FPS drops that we just had. That's great. So you can play the game at 4K 60 at max settings. But I mean, this isn't, like I said in the first video, I'm just showing you the first area just so I don't spoil any of the game or any of the environments. So there might be like a level or an area where it's very intensive, like how it is with Dark Souls 1 with that swamp level. So this is just just to give you a basic understanding, a basic idea of what you're going to be, how the card is performing. So just to be safe, you take away 5 to 10 FPS from this, just in case there's a couple of... Okay, the FPS spikes is happening Whoa, 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 look at that. That guy is running like 20 FPS. His animations. Okay, that's fixed. Oh, it happened again. Happened again. So that's gonna be it for the video, guys. I hope you found it useful. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a like and a subscription will be highly appreciated. See you next time.